On an ordinary afternoon in 1974, 12-year-old Jimmy Taylor left his home in Derby, a small town in Western Australia. He carried only a few coins and a simple task: to buy soft drinks for his family. It should have taken only a few minutes, but Jimmy never came home. Nearly 5 decades later, his disappearance remains one of Australia's most heartbreaking unsolved mysteries. His family never received an explanation. Investigators never found his body. And one question continues to haunt everyone connected to the case. What happened to Jimmy Taylor? Jimmy was known as a cheerful boy who loved spending time with his brothers and sisters. There was nothing unusual about that day. He wasn't running away. He wasn't in trouble. He was simply helping his family with a small errand, something thousands of children did every day. When the afternoon turned into evening and Jimmy still hadn't returned, concern quickly turned into panic. His family searched the neighborhood. Friends were questioned. Relatives were contacted. But nobody knew where Jimmy had gone. Police soon began searching nearby streets, bushland, and waterways. Volunteers joined the effort, hoping someone would find even the smallest clue. Nothing was found. As the investigation continued, detectives tried to reconstruct Jimmy's final known movements. According to later witness information, Jimmy may have been seen getting into a vehicle near the local shops. The identity of the driver has never been confirmed, and that reported sighting became one of the most significant leads in the case. Investigators followed numerous tips over the years. Some appeared promising. Others led nowhere. Every possible lead seemed to end the same way, with more questions than answers. As months became years, the case slowly turned into one of Western Australia's longest-running missing child investigations. For Jimmy's family, time never healed the pain. Every birthday became another reminder of the life that had been stolen. Every Christmas passed with an empty chair that should never have existed. His siblings grew older. His parents grew older. But Jimmy remained forever 12 years old. The investigation itself faced enormous challenges. In 1974, forensic technology was limited. There were no mobile phones, no security cameras covering every street, and no DNA databases capable of solving decades-old mysteries. Detectives relied heavily on witness memories, handwritten reports, and physical searches. Unfortunately, none of those efforts revealed what had happened. Years later, investigators reopened the case several times as new information emerged. Fresh witnesses were interviewed. Old evidence was reviewed. Modern forensic techniques were considered. Yet the central mystery remained unchanged. Without a body, without a confirmed crime scene, without a suspect, the truth stayed hidden. A coronial inquest later concluded that Jimmy had most likely died shortly after his disappearance. However, there was not enough evidence to determine exactly how he died or who was responsible. It was an important legal finding, but it was not the answer his family had waited decades to hear. Then, nearly 50 years after Jimmy vanished, authorities made another significant announcement. Western Australia police offered a $1 million reward for information leading to the conviction of anyone responsible for Jimmy's disappearance. The reward sent a clear message. Investigators believe someone still knows the truth, perhaps a witness who was once too afraid to speak, perhaps someone carrying a secret for decades, or perhaps someone who never realized that one small detail could finally solve the mystery. Cold cases rarely disappear. They wait. They wait for memories to return, for new witnesses to come forward, for old loyalties to fade, for one missing piece that finally makes the entire picture clear. Jimmy Taylor's story is not only about a missing child. It is about a family that never stopped searching, a community that never forgot, and investigators who continue hoping that one day someone will decide to speak. Some mysteries are solved within days. Others survive for generations. Jimmy's story has now lasted almost half a century. His family still deserves answers. His community still deserves the truth. And somewhere, hidden in the memories of the past, the final chapter of the story may still exist. Until that day comes, Jimmy Taylor remains exactly as the world last saw him. A 12-year-old boy who left home to buy a few drinks and never came back.